Yeah, both of you, whoever wants to take it, just how good was it for the team to get in the win column, after the way Monday went?
It was really good. Honestly, Monday obviously wasn't our best performance, and Coach harped on that. And we harped on the past 2 days. It's just coming out here and being the team that we know we can be and that everyone expects us to be. So it was really good to finally get that win. And what was it, 20 point? What was it? 19-point win. It was really good.
Kiki, are you the type of shooter once you see the first one go in, you're gonna keep?
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. Like I said in all the other interviews I did today, just getting in here and getting the shots up early before the game, that helps a lot. And during that shooting time, I did feel, I felt it, I was feeling it. And then coming into this game and getting those first couple threes off and making them, then it was like I felt it and I knew I was good from that point. So.
Yeah. What was working for you, do you think, offensively today?
I feel like offensively as a whole, we did really good, moving the ball, seeing the open person. So, my teammates finding me in those open spots allowed me to knock down those open threes. So.
Jenna, this is your second game in a row to get a double-double. Just will you talk about the rebounding aspect of it, how you've maybe taken on a lot more of that this year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even playing last year, one of my main goals whenever I went in the game was to get as many rebounds as possible because that affects the game a lot. Just every time I'm in the game, I just go and hunt the boards because I know that if we get a defensive stop or offensive stop, we got to get that board, or offensive, whatever. We got to get that board and move to transition defense or offense. So I just really harp on that.
Yeah, Jenna, whenever I guess Kiki or really anybody's having a shooting that day like they're having, how much of an emphasis does it become to get them the ball, and just speak on her performance today?
Oh, Coach ran a play for her right out whenever you made like 4 in a row, and the next play was a staggered for Kiki to get a wide open shot. So we really just feed our players that are making the most shots. So I'm very proud of Kiki.
And then for either or both of you, whoever wants it, you guys had 4 players, get into double figures today. Just speak on the versatility or I guess depth of your guys' offense, especially just from today's performance.
Having 4 people score double digits, I feel like that says a lot right there. I feel like we're a very unselfish team, and like I said, we have that type of offense where, if you're open, you're going to get it, and I feel like that correlated a lot today. So we had 4 people scoring, so, we never play selfish. We're always looking to pass it to the open person, and that showed today. So.
And just for one or both of you guys, whoever wants it, just coming off of the first game against Fairfield, a team that had a lot of returning production, having played together, just what did you learn from that, and how did you guys kind of implement those lessons in today's game?
Coach, the past 2 days again, Coach harped on moving our offense more because during Fairfield, our offense just looked static. So just moving the offense, being better on defense, being in our gaps. We worked a lot on switching now because Fairfield ate us up with the flare screens. So we worked on a lot of switching, and we really just worked to improve our game because Fairfield made us learn a lot of our mistakes.
And there was a period kind of at the start of the second quarter where you guys had some turnovers, and A&M Commerce, or East Texas A&M, excuse me, went on a little bit of a run to cut it down to single digits. Just what did you guys kind of adjust after that, and what did you guys kind of see in that period of the game?
Honestly, the big part about turning the ball over is getting back. You make a mistake, you got to get back. You got to keep playing. The play's not over. And that's also something they harped on us, this past couple of days in practices. On those turnovers, you got to be able to get back and then still keep playing through it. You turn the ball over, they score, okay, now it's our ball. So now what are we going to do next? You can't just hang your head about the past plays. You got to keep going. And we did that tonight when we did, have those mistakes throughout the game.
Could either of you hear yourselves think out there? And more seriously, was it harder to communicate during the game?
Obviously it was probably a little harder to communicate. The kids were screaming, especially whenever Baby Shark went on. But yeah, honestly, we worked a lot in practice too, because Coach Neighbors hooked up his Bluetooth to the speaker and played loud music. Or not music, I don't even know what it was, screaming.
Random.
And so we knew that it was going to be like that, so we emphasized in practice talking and hand signals and stuff.
Yeah.
Was this your first /basketball game /dance party?
I don't know. I've been in big games like this before. last game that we lost was actually my first time losing a college game, so it felt good getting back on that win streak again. So.
And can you both talk about Vera and how she played?
Yeah, I'm very proud of Vera. She, well, let me think. She's one of her best things that she does is running the floor. She's very good at running and taking that defender so the point guards can run off of her and score layups. She works very hard, and blocking out, rebounding, defense, anything you name it, she can do it. So I'm just very proud of her for stepping up and making an impact on the game like she did.
From my point of view, I've known Vera for a while. We actually played against each other in the same conference last year. So just being out here and being together, knowing that we were both, in the same position last year, and now we're both here in the SEC playing together, I'm very proud of her. And I've seen so much growth in her game just from last year and so now. And so I'm just proud of her. That's all I can say, honestly.
Yeah, back here, sorry. For either one of you who wants to take it first, Coach has harped a lot on defense and getting ready, obviously, for that Fairfield game. Now that you've gotten an extra game in and you held East Texas to, I believe, like 30% shooting-wise, how did all of that preparation in the offseason lead into today and the defensive performance?
You want me to go? We've worked a lot on defense in the offseason. Like I said, just getting in our gaps, being in the right place at the right time, closeouts, talking. Talking is like the best and the biggest thing that we've been working on. And Coach says it like we're one of the most talkative teams he's ever coached before. So, yeah, I believe that what we did in the offseason has made us to what we are today for defense-wise.
For sure. And then just to touch off of that, we always work on guarding our yard, staying in front of the person who has the ball, moving your feet, being in the gaps, not reaching. So I feel like just working on that so much. And then, last game, the mistakes that we did have defensively, just going back and rewatching the film and then just building on those things these past 2 days has really helped us on the defensive end today.
You both touched on it a little bit already. I think the crowd came out around 12,000 today. I know a lot of them were kids. Is that something that you hope to see, all of these big crowds, maybe not at 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. start, but still the loud crowds and really feeding to energy for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I said it. I love these crowds. I love this day. I love the energy that it brings. I love the little kids screaming. It's honestly one of my favorite game days ever in college. So, yeah, I love the energy that they bring. And honestly, the energy that they bring comes to us. It makes us play honestly better, so I love it.
Yeah, I would agree. This was honestly, this was my first time playing in front of, like a crowd like this, with it being elementary day and all these kids being here. But like Jenna said, just having that big crowd and, the energy, we really do feed off of that, making a bit shot and everyone goes crazy, that gets us pumped on defense and things like that. So I enjoyed it. I liked it.
Kiki, will you talk a little bit just about what the transition has been like for you in general coming in from a junior college, and how have you maybe adapted to this new stage?
At the end of the day, basketball is basketball. The game is still the same. I would say the pace is a little more fast, being in shape, really making sure it's the small things. I would say here, maybe at JUCO I could go and get that still, I could reach. But here, just being smart, being disciplined. I would just say the main thing for me is really just the transition of the pace of the game, just being more smart about the things that I do and then just making the small adjustments. So.
And has Nick Bradford, I know you and him are close, has he kind of helped with the adjustment?
For sure. Nick's been coaching me for a while since elementary school, and then we went to play at junior NBA together, and then he coached me EYBL. So me and him have a really good connection. He knows me on the court and just as well off the court. So just having him here and having him being able to support me has been a lot as well.